God save the Queen. Except that that's not the title of the game. It's called Long Live the Queen. And welcome back. Let's go ahead and load, because last time we were working on her character. Look, she's okay. She needs more pressured. And I think we should go ahead and attend court in order to do that. Of course, we are trying to get her into different types of moods, otherwise certain areas of education will not be unlocked. I'd like to get her above the line today. Cheerful, although it's going to go back down if she is, and willful too, I think. Yeah, yielding, impressed, maybe. Afraid, angry, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, so let's see. Am I supposed to pick classes today? I think so, because we're on the screen. For that, I need to look at the skills screen. We need to try and get some scores and things that we don't have anything in yet. For instance, these two categories are currently empty, but I have a neutral value for both of them today. So I can actually grab some this week, I should say. Let's see, shall we do swords, archery, or pole arms? Running, climbing, swimming. Let's do running, and let's do archery. Shall we do archery? Yeah, we'll do archery and we'll do some running. Why not? So that's weapons and athletics. That's classes, weapons, archery, athletics, running. Or should we do climbing? Scaling ropes, rocks, and walls, swimming, endurance and speed when crossing water. Now let's do the running. Okay, this is it for this week. Here she goes. You learn how to twist and wax bowstring from a variety of fibers, which sounds very useful to me. And you practice walking at a brisk but comfortable pace for a set length of time every day. That also sounds very healthy as well, not just running, just very good for your health to move in general. As you're walking one day in the gardens, you hear a strange sound and look up to see an owl flying overhead. A single dry leaf flutters in its talons. Oh, I didn't have definition. Also, I did get falcon, that's good. LD, an owl flying in the open in the broad daylight? That's unusual. I wonder if something's attacked it. So perhaps somebody is climbing trees today. We should probably be careful. When you return to the castle, your father is waiting for you. There is a woman here to see you. She wishes crown funding for a project. Why are you asking me? You're the king. Thank you for seeing me, Your Royal Highness. I come to you on behalf of the people. Which people? Could you be more specific? I wish to build a hospital where any citizen afflicted with disease can be brought for treatments. Putting all the sick people together, wouldn't that make them die faster? Well, actually, it's not even such a strange thing to think, because even though modern science or medicine has increased, or improved, I should say, not increased, it has probably also increased, putting all the sick people together is a problem, actually, because the worst place you can go if you want to stay healthy is the hospital. Right, aside from that, we are not interested. Okay, good. Well, fine. Glad we didn't get to choose. Now that you're finished studying, what will you do? Well, I said we were going to go ahead and attend the courts, which is good, because we need more pressured. Sitting in on court sessions is not fun at all, but it pleases your father and may be important for your future. Perhaps it is. Oh, we're here. Look, we're very angry looking. Brrr. Let's take a look at our mood. Okay, so these two are on the line. We need to do something that's cheerful, but not lonely or pressured. So we can keep this one on the line. Let's take a look what skills we can train today. This one's still at -1. I don't think we'll actually get anything. Or will this... Wait. Composure, elegant presence. What if we do 2 royal demeanors in 1 week? Will we then get something? I'll work on composure. Let's see if I can do classes for composure in the morning and the afternoon. And then see if we get a bonus of sorts. Let's see how that works. Or will this just be a wasted... Look, we do get some composure. You are too angry to focus properly on this subject right now. Oh, is it going to say that for both times? Nope, we actually get something for the afternoon. You practice deep breathing exercises, learning to find and maintain a sense of inner calm. There we go, we got something out of that. Remember that the festival of the Good Lady is approaching. Thanks, I guess. What are we supposed to do with that? There will be public celebrations for the commoners, followed by a grand gala for the nobility, which is an excellent opportunity for somebody to stab us in the back. Hope you remember that. A grand ball. There will be dancing. As queen, you would be expected to lead the procession and take part in the ceremony of planting, possibly give a speech, but you're not a queen yet. However, since you are not yet crowned, it is not required, and it may not be safe to expose you to the public. Nope, definitely not, because we don't have a whole lot of skills. What do you mean, not safe? What do you think? Outside of the castle, you are less well protected, if at all. If anyone means you harm, think on it now. Decide later. Huh? Will the Duke of Sedna attend the gala? It is a traditional Novan event. Inviting your fiancé might be seen as a statement. Conversation fail. Well, if we don't invite him, that might also seem a statement. Let's not. Maybe some other time. There's a letter for you as well. It's from Bryony. Who's that again? I went to school with her. Oh, we don't know yet. But she's a couple of years older than me. Her mother is the Duchess of Mead. Oh, that sounds like a great place to live. We need to go there. She's complaining that her mother still won't let her come home for the holidays. Apparently her Uncle Kevin has been acting strangely lately and shouting at shadows. That sounds like Uncle Kevin needs to have a visit from a person in white coats. She's bored and looking for an adventure. Well, I don't have any suggestions or anything to suggest to her. Oh, well. Come live at the castle. It's so much fun. Okay, so we needed more cheerful, lonely, yielding. Was this a good one? Shall we do this one? Or let's see, what else do we have? Do you have any options that we don't know yet? What's treasury? We can't do that yet. Why would we go there? +1 lonely, +1 afraid. No. Let's go ahead and play with our toys. You spend the weekend holed up alone. Yes, I know, we've done that several times before. She's still angry though. What about our skills today? Let's see, we have something in all categories at least. Except for the lumen, because we don't have the thing yet. Don't know if we need it. Minus 90 on this, so if you go ahead and try something here now, we could do some elegance. Should we try for some elegance? Yes, and I think we should also get maybe some flattery. Very good, although what have we been failing the most lately? I'm just looking down the list now. A lot of history has definitely been missed. Intrigue, internal affairs, foreign intelligence, ciphering. Foreign intelligence sounds very good to know. Do you have any particular good bonuses this time? No, it's kind of in the middle-ish, except this one. This one's very good, apparently. We could try naval strategy, but we're not going to go to war, I think. At least not on the ocean. Okay, let's do a regular strategy for military then, and try for some elegance under royal demeanor. We'll do that in the afternoon, where she might be more yielding. Does it work like that? I don't know. I'm going to try it. All afternoon, elegance, yes. In the morning, we're going to learn some tactics, or strategic tactics and strategy are kind of in the same boat, but not the same thing. So let's go ahead and do some done here. Morning, you study the effects of battle stress on troops and how morale can turn the tide of combat. You study military recruitment and the importance of training and motivation in making soldiers who can trust and depend on each other. Yes, important. Still too angry for this, but we do get some elegance. Not much. It's not like we got nothing. It's not negative. But it's not as much as we would have liked. Today is a procession and planting of the Festival of the Good Lady. Planting. What are we planting? Will you be leading the parade? If you have any concerns about your safety, please stay here. The people will recover from disappointments. If you lose you, there is no recovery. I will parade and make a speech. Oh, shall we do that? Let's do that. Let's disappoint him in another manner. This is our future queen. Oh boy. I'm not afraid. I'm going to be the best parade leader ever. Yay, team! My little girl, you prepare your best gown for the occasion, then walk slowly through the town with your attendants. It would not be appropriate for you to wear a sword, but you do walk with a sturdy golden scepter that's taller than you are. For support. We don't have decoration, we also filled elegance. Fantastic. At the end of the route, you help the priestess turn over the earth for the new tree to be planted. Is that a problem? After the blessings are read, you hold up your hands and call for silence so that you can speak. Oh my god, do we get to pick the speech? Or will it just be a huge failure because we haven't exactly done any studying in that particular area? Public speaking failed. Right, the one thing we didn't try to do. Unfortunately, all the words you had planned to go out of your head when you're faced with the moment. So we just take a moment of silence. You manage a few polite sayings about the meaning of the holidays and thank everyone for attending, then turn away, your cheeks red. The procession regroups to return to the castle. Well, at least she didn't say anything really stupid. That's good. Also, I just noticed that this looks kind of like a shadowy figure instead of a garden. Like a cloaked figure with the head over here and just stuff billowing in the wind. Anyway, what shall we do? I don't even know what... Oh, here, mood. Let's take a look at our mood. We need more willful and more pressured. I don't think you could put both of those in here. Where can we get some willful? Depression, afraid. Lonely, afraid. There's willful here, +1 lonely. Let's do that. You sneak out of the castle to have a little fun. Father won't be happy, but he doesn't know about it. Let's take a look what we can study today. This one's still not very good. Presence, elegance, public speaking was in conversation. Oh. We should actually learn some flattery, because there's going to be this ball and everybody's going to attend, or has that moment passed? I don't know. Right, well anyway, so let's go for flattery then anyway. We don't have much in athletics. Not much of a bonus there, but that's okay. I still want more in intrigue. Let's go for foreign intelligence. So we'll do some, where was it again? Flattery under conversation and some foreign intelligence under intrigue. Let's do that. This one, and then we need some intrigue, because that is very useful if you were the queen and you learn that it's important to make eye contact when saying nice things about someone. The current Duke of Sedna is 26 years old. It doesn't look very old. Indeed. And unmarried. He might be considered a good marriage prospect for you if you desire stronger ties with the domain of Talassi. Do we? I didn't even know what the domain of Talassi is, and I'm pretty sure that Ellie doesn't know either. Ellie. Elodie. Hello, Elodie. Gonna write your name high in that silver screen. Are you ready for the grand ball? Oh, we learned flattery. That's good. All the nobles in the domain are here to see you, to see their queen. But the queen's dead, so... is there a casket? Gulp. You finish dressing and descend the stairs to make a grand entrance, and then trip on something. Look at this lovely background. All around, the rich and powerful pause in their activities to gaze upon you, the ruler of them all. Failed, 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 failed. Well, that's fantastic. Seeing yourself reflected in so many eyes makes you want to run away and hide. Afraid, pressured. Oh, we needed pressure, that's good. After a moment, you force yourself to carry on, but you're sure they've all seen you hesitate. Like, oh, you're all so ugly. Alright, let's walk down the stairs anyway. That was the hesitation. Your father waits for you at the bottom of the stairs and offers you his arm. The first dance is for us. Hooray. He guides you gently around the dance floor, never rushing you. It's fun to dance with your father, but the look in his eyes is so sad. After this, you must choose your own partner. There are a number of men who hope to catch your eye. The Duke of Kegel alone has brought 3 eligible sons, all near age, but we've actually been wearing things that belong to somebody else. But I'm ready to betrothed, here we go, to Duke of Sedna, that's his name. That does not bar you from dancing. Sure. Let's give him a run for his money. You look around the room at all your possible partners, which is to say everyone, except for the women, I'm hoping. No one may begin dancing until you do. You can pick whomever you want, and you will not be denied. Someone about your age, someone younger than you, someone older than you, somebody already married, someone scandalous. Ooh. Let's dance with somebody older. You look around for a likely candidate and your eye settles on Shane, interesting name, the Earl of Mima. He's almost 10 years older than you are and quite good looking, so why not enjoy yourself? He smiles brightly at your approach and you begin to dance, without him, just randomly. Dancing with a real partner feels quite different from dancing with your father. You knew him, knew his steps like a part of you. Now every move is a mystery. Unfortunately, you lose track of... Oh, no. You lose track of which steps you're supposed to when and trip over your own feet. Oopsie daisy. Between the dances there is time for the guests to mingle, chat, and sample tiny bits of exquisite food and gamble, or rather gossip about what a terrible dancer their future queen is. I did only one thing. Oh, plus, oh my god, we're gonna have combinations of tests. Nobody told me about this. During along the music, Banyan, the Duke of Marie, taps an elegant fingernail against a wine glass, letting the clear note ring out through the room. If I may have your attention, then serenade. I believe we should offer our compliments to our lovely hostess. Her words of wisdom guide us through our difficulties. What words of wisdom would those be? Everyone applauds politely. As the gala continues, you take the opportunity to observe nobles that you rarely see, which is all of them. There's Gwenelle, for instance, the young lady of Sudbury, only months older than you and due to finally inherit control of her duchy soon. Or Adele, the youngest daughter of the Duchess of Lila, and the fierce sportswoman. She was a few years ahead of you at school and the absolute terror of the Belfields. Oh no. No Brioni. She had said her parents were leaving her stuck at school this season. Why? Her parents are here, dancing together, the Duke Consort clutching his Duchess possessively tight. Strange that there's no sign of your cousins, though. Shouldn't they be here? My cousins? Your aunt and uncle are here, of course. It would be scandalous if they hadn't come, Merva being so close by. Oh, once again. It's nice to be able to enjoy time with friends and family, isn't it? So something happened that we didn't sense. That was magical. Maybe my aunt and uncle have something to do with the cousins not being here and all that sort of thing, because they knew something was going to happen. Right, let's see. Everything's online or above. If we get some pressured in here with perhaps a bit of yielding and depressed. Is this plus yielding and depressed? It's 2 yielding and plus depressed. Nice. Let's do that again. Sitting in on court sessions is not fun at all, but it pleased your father. Yes, yes, yes. Do we get anything to do here? No? Okay, fine. No. But now we should have a good bonus somewhere. Plus 110. 132. Let's see. Public speaking is still amazingly bad. We should probably go for conversation then. Let's go for... What else have we not gotten so far? We don't have battlefield, we don't have ciphering, we don't have dogs, but that's not super interesting. No. Decoration, instrument, voice. Let's do public speaking and a little bit of expression, even though we have not a very good bonus on that. Actually, no, we shouldn't do that then, because then we're wasting our time. Okay, so public speaking here, and we'll do some ciphering instead. Why not? So that's conversation and intrigue. Classes, conversation... and intrigue, ciphering. There you go. You practice tongue-twisting sequences of syllables to improve your enunciation. You practice reading words whose letters have been arranged in reverse order. Well, it's kind of the same thing what we did this morning. The simplest of transpositions, which anyone literate can puzzle through if they try, but sometimes useful sort of to hide information. What? Okay, fine. That's what she's doing. I'm not going to spend like half an hour looking at that and wondering what it's supposed to say. You wander downstairs to visit your father and talk about the latest events in the domain. I did? Okay. You're moving with such enthusiasm that you don't realize your father isn't alone until it's too late to avoid him and his companion. Who the heck are you? Countess and Miranda and Callisto. You're too kind, Jocelyn. Oh, first name basis. Countess Siren, not a member of your circle. She's a bit more than a decade your senior, far too old to have ever been your friend, and yet not at all old as noble women go. Also single, I'm pretty sure. She has 2 minor titles, no husband, and your father's arm in her grasp. How dare she make a move on your father? Oh, what was that? Composure? Shame her with silent scorn, insult her with false flattery, trip her as she passes. Nah, let's just do the silent treatment. You meet her eyes and imagine your mother's disapproving presence behind you. She notices your stare, but only smiles at you ever so sweetly. Oh, darling Elodie, I hope you have been well. Fine. Perhaps we'll be seeing more of each other in the future. Well, I'm also learning about poison, so I'm not really sure that's going to happen. She gives a little wave and exits. When she's gone, you raise an eyebrow at your father. This is the path that you have set us on. What? Excuse you? I did this? What do you mean? Your acts have made everyone think about preparations for the future. Dolores needs an heir. Oh, they're thinking that I'm not good enough. Our brother, your uncle Armand, is looking for a wife as well. One of us at least must produce more children. But, Mama, nothing can ever replace your mother. But we all have to do things that we don't want to do. Plus 1 depressed. Was that good? No, I think I was working on that. You should be more careful how you deal with people like Siren. You need the goodwill of your nobles as well as your commoners. There haven't been any problems so far, that I'm aware of. Many dark looks were aimed your way at the Gala. As queen, you must be aware of everything around you. More intrigue. I am paying attention to what's around me. Willful. Right, let's see. How did that affect everything? Okay, these were online. We need some more willful, more cheerful. I guess that means we're leaving. But willful was lonely. Lonely, cheerful. How's our lonely doing? Lonely could do that. Let's walk in the gardens. A walk in the fresh air helps you forget the burdens of your shoulders. On your shoulders even. Okay, great skills. Let's see. Physical can be very useful, but so far everything has been in this area. Decoration. Flattery was failed, even though we do have some points in that. I'm a little bit disappointed. Let's see, we have a good score in military. Guess we could go for logistics and naval strategy. Why not? Interesting. Battlefield medicine. Battlefield medicine. But we have a negative score in that, so let's not do that. Ciphering internal affairs, foreign affairs. Let's do some foreign affairs under history. Why not? This one's very low. Oh no. Elegance and... Oh, no. Everything's so bad. I'm surprised I'm actually not dead yet. I wonder how that is. Shall we do some climbing instead? We have a minor bonus here. Let's do some more. Let's do swords and climbing. Let's just forget about all the intrigue and stuff. Let's do some weapons and athletics. Forget about it, guys. Okay, so weapons. Where are your weapons? Here. Let's do some archery. No swords, I said. And athletics. Climbing. Why not? At least we'll have a bonus. You will take up a wooden sword and practice correct grips and stances. Very important. You practice climbing up and down fixed ladders, driving out any fear of heights, and learning to move swiftly and surely. It is the time of year to decide any necessary adjustments to the royal budgets. The majority of the money we receive is already spoken for, but there is always some room for discretion. Are you ready? Counting for success. I really don't understand all these numbers. Maybe I should leave them alone. Keep them the same, lower taxes. Let's just leave everything. I think they're fine as they are. As you wish. I know nothing about finances, so why should I go ahead and raise and lower taxes? Now that you've finished studying, what do you do the weekend? Let's see what we should do for the weekend. We need more willful and pressured, but we can't do both at the same time. How's our lonely doing? Nope, that's the wrong way. Cheerful. Oh, Juliana's back. Mine is angry. Shall we try this thing again, the treasury? Let's try that again. Failed, angry, willful. Okay. Nope. Not budging. I guess we'll have to go ahead and visit her soon to get to the lumen studying, because we don't have that yet. Let's see, we still have a good bonus on military. And we have a nice bonus on weapons still. Shall we go for the pole arms or shall we just do military? Let's do a military day. Why the hell not? Let's go for, or shall we do battle? Yeah, no. I wanted to do battlefield medicine, but we don't have a bonus. Okay, let's do naval strategy and logistics and get it over with. Military, right there. There. Naval and logistics. We're doing it all today. You learn that the sea is not something you hold, it is something you travel across. Naval strategy ensures your free travel while denying it to your enemies. Which sounds like a good idea. You learn about the types of amounts of food required for an army on the march and how long they will remain edible. Depending on what you bring, you are requested to stand in judgments. A man has it's already been convicted. Why is he here then? Has been convicted of the murder by strangling of his wife. Oh dear. He does not deny the act, but requests pardon that he might be set free. If you admit you killed your wife, why do you think I'm going to set you free? Good question. Save me, your majesty. Wasn't my fault. Demons made me do it. Everyone knows the power of magical beasties. They used me. They twisted my fingers into chains. My wife found me screaming. She tried to shake me and chains wrapped around her. I need the priestesses to bless me and make me clean again. Demons that make you attack people? Is that even possible? But did I just fail? Probably something to do with lumen magic that I don't know. Let's imprison them. Whether there were demons or not, you still killed a woman, your wife. Know this. +1 angry. I won't forgive you for that. You will be imprisoned for the rest of your life. He opens his mouth to argue with you further, but then his shoulders slump. Yes, Your Majesty. Well, that was that. At least he's still alive. We need more pressure, so we're going for the courts. Yep. Sitting in the sessions is super cool. We're not going to bother reading that every time. Okay, good. So we got that. We have a bonus on history and intrigue. I think that's very important. These two are still very bad. Why are they so bad? Alright, so foreign affairs. I think I'll do foreign affairs and I'll do some... Oh, shall we do some of this? Some more accounting? Yeah, let's do that. That's economics and history. History, economics. Where are you? Economics here. Accounting and foreign affairs. Useful things to know. 4 years ago, the Duchess of Hellas tried to foment an insurrection in northern Ixion, just over the Gelban River border. Not only did that fail, but in retaliation, Ixion pushed troops into southern Marie. Aha, so they started it. You studied the manipulation of larger quantities through direct calculations using written numbers instead of an abacus. Useful. You receive word that the murderer you condemned to prison has escaped. A large explosion rocked the jail he was in, destroying the walls and setting many dangerous criminals free. That sounds fantastic. It will now fall to the Royal Treasury to repair the damage. Yep. Well, we couldn't have known that he had explosives shoved up in the place that you don't tend to check. Maybe we should start checking there. Shall we go take a look at the damage? Let's see. We need more willful and cheerful. Willful and cheerful. Only cheerful. There's not much stuff that gives us willful. This gives us most willful. We sneak out of the castle. Yep. Nothing happens there. That's good. You'd think that it would be more dangerous to sneak out, but apparently not. Okay. Let's see now. World history is very important. But I still have no presence and very little in the ways of elegance. My public speaking is also probably not great. I think I'll work on court manners. Very good to have court manners. Let's do conversation and let's go for battlefield medicine. Oh no, we actually... Still. Why don't you go away? I hate you. Right. Let's instead then work on the... What else is good? Decoration also doesn't have a bonus, so... Why don't I just do both of these? Let's do court manners and flattery, because they're very common, I think. That's conversation. A little less conversation. Here we go again. Court manners and flattery. There you go. As the person of the highest rank within the domain, no one may sit at any formal event unless you give them permission, and no one must ever turn their back on you. If they do, you are intended to recognize the insult. Oh. Well, I won't see everybody at the same time. You learn that flattering comments have the best impact when kept short. Gushing makes people feel awkward. Uh-oh. I regret to inform you that Fabian, the Earl of Triton and Duke Regent of Eleth, has passed away. How old was he? It isn't really a surprise, he was pretty old. The problem is the political implications. With the control of Eleth in doubt, it falls to the crown to make decisions. Uh-oh. Young Lord Adair will not reach his 15th birthday for over 2 years. He requires a regent. His stepmother Aris, the Duchess of Lila, has petitioned that the boy be left in her care. This would, however, leave her in personal control of the 2 neighboring duchies, which is generally forbidden. Almost the entire eastern border. I don't know anything really bad about her, though. The boy does have a living grandfather, the Earl of Ishtar, or you might appoint an unrelated noble to act in his stead. I think he should go to my uncle. No, my uncle is shouting at shadows. I don't think we should send him there at all. Let's send him to his grandfather. The Earl of Ishtar is the closest blood relation that Adair has. He should be regent. As you wish. Probably a good idea. Unless he has explosives as well. Who knows? Cheerful. We need cheerful. And I can't get cheerful as long as I get pressured. Angry is very high. We need something that makes us afraid. Can we get something that makes us afraid and cheerful? Let's see. Our depressed is also fairly high. Why do I visit a... Oh, -1 angry. That's good. Let's attend the service. He does look very angry, actually. I guess that's why the social is not doing very well. Okay, very good then. Good idea for intellectual studies. Let's go for more world history. And why don't we grab some public speaking? Public speaking and world history it is. History and conversation. Let's see, public speaking and world history. Great. You take deep breaths and practice speaking loudly and clearly, projecting your voice to every corner of a room. You read about the western continent Jafar, where civilization flourished so long ago that the ancestral Novans were still living in caves. No one knows what became of them. The population vanished without a trace, leaving only their enormous stone buildings, as happened so many times. There's a woman here to see you. She is a musician and wishes crown patronage, which means money. Why didn't I get a accounting succeeded here? There she is, Sabine. Your Royal Highness, if you accept me as a member of your court, I will immortalize you in word and song. I have dabbled in musical styles from many countries and can entertain your guests and lighten your evenings. Also, I carry a poison dagger. Oh, I didn't say that out loud. Musicians... Oh, good. Intrigue success. Okay, musicians are often used as secret agents and messengers. They can be useful and dangerous. Musician sings a little ditty to demonstrate her skills with the lute. She's actually pretty good. Instrument plus voice failed. Oh, she's not that good then, apparently. Rejected. Thank you, but we are not interested. You're very nice to show up here and, of course, want to help us out. But I am currently not in the mood. I need a afraid and cheerful. Can we do both of those? Cheerfully afraid? Wolf was angry. No, we need an afraid one. This one. We haven't been here yet. You pay respects to your mother's tomb and wonder if the same fate is waiting for you. Let's hope not. This one's now gone up. Very good. We have a nice set of skills here now. I think they all need to be at roughly this length in order to be useful to us. Our physical is pretty good. We could still do some swimming and some pole arms. We haven't done anything there. Burn it. Burn it. Okay, fine. We'll have to wait until that goes up. Or shall we just do 2 in battlefield? Or shall I stick some in poisons? I mean, there's a minus 56, but... Darn it, I'm gonna do 2 battlefield ones. I want to have something in battlefield. Christ's sake. Let's see. Medicine, battlefield. That we get entire room boons in the middle of trouble. Could be useful. We're too angry to focus properly on the subject right now. But in the afternoon, there you go. Learned wounds, even minor ones, should be washed as soon as possible to prevent dirt from growing under the skin. That is very useful to know. Well, at least we have some battlefield medicine. You receive a letter from a young Lord Adair. Ah, he's with his grandfather now, isn't he? It's an extremely formal letter for such a little boy. Thank you for his wisdom in allowing him to live with his grandfather, who had probably dictated every word he wrote. Did he even write it himself? Well, it's nice of him to write. So nice of you. I need more cheer in my life. People, how can I get lots of cheerful? Just one cheerful, I guess? Well, let's go visit the Duchess, because we haven't been able to get into the treasury. You have not yet reached it. Yes, are you making progress, or is time for another plan? That would probably be the drastic action she mentioned earlier. Yep. Take the drastic action. Blow up the door. I suppose I'll have to listen to another plan? Leave it to me. Fine. That night, see? An explosion. Everybody's got explosives here. Well, I've got battlefield medicine, I guess so. Anyway, that night, an explosion rocks the castle. A section of stone near the royal treasury collapses, crushing the guards on duty. Oh, poor guards. Nothing is stolen. At least, nothing that is acknowledged publicly. But when you look at your father's face, you can see it in his eyes. The crystal is gone, and he knows that you are to blame. Ooh. He will never trust you the same way again. Did he trust me anyway? Do I have the crystal now? Can I learn Lupin stuff? Not yet. I guess I have to get the crystal first. We don't automatically get it. Well, darn. Alright, anyway, so we got that out of the way. It was supposed to happen sooner or later anyway, because we wouldn't be able to get inside. This one still has a bonus. This one does not. We still have no elegance or presence. Very little in ways of composure. What could use a boost? Let's go for economics today. Let's just go for trade and production. Push it up a little bit. Or shall we go for intrigue? We have a slight bonus for that. Let's go for foreign intelligence and ciphering. Why not? Let's see. Intrigue on both counts. Foreign intelligence and ciphering. Go. The domain of Xinjia across the sea to the west has been steadily increasing in size and now controls a wide range of coastline as well as most of the navigable rivers. That sounds like it's a threat. You practice shifting substitution ciphers where each letter is replaced by one of few further along with the alphabet so that cake and pie becomes a very easy to read. Staring up into the sky out of your window, you notice a strange flash of lights. Oh, well, I enjoy the cheerful. A falling star, pretty during the day. Interesting that we can see that during the day. We do need some more cheerful, so that was good. Can I go and get a cheerful here? No. Or less depression is what we need. I need a minus depression. Anybody? Do we go to her today? I think we should. She should have the crystal. Do you have it? You do have it, don't you? The crystal? Of course. Everything is ready for you. Right. Did you really have to kill the guards? If you regret their sacrifice, then do not let it go to waste. It's too late to turn back now. I have to do the best I can for my people. What do I do? Pick up the crystal with your bare hands, press it against your chest, over your heart, and say, "Illuminate!" And then you get one of those anime things where she changes clothes and all that sort of thing in half a second. Okay, here we go. Illuminate. Oh. Ooh. We do actually get an animation. You feel dizzy and both larger and lighter than you were before. The crystal has disappeared from view, but you know where it is. Wow. The priestess here is a friend of mine. I will come to your lessons in the faith and train you to use your powers. I should feel happy, I guess. I'm a lumen now. I just hope I'm doing the right thing. Father will never trust us again. Oh, look, we're doing good. Let's see. Skills. Now we can actually do some lumen training, which we should probably do. Sense magic and resist magic sound like good ideas. We don't have any things that currently are available that we weren't able to do before. Nope, medicine is still terrible. Okay, let's focus on sense and resist magic. And sense and resist. Go. You close your eyes and learn to feel the magic inside you. And you increase your awareness of your own thoughts and emotions, making it more difficult for mind-affecting magic to twist your reactions. My lady, there's a letter for you. Thank you, Alice. Who sent this? It isn't signed. It appears to be a poem describing you in a manner that is entirely inappropriate for a queen. Oh, it's probably from the woman that we rejected. What? With a squid? That's hilarious. That's actually pretty funny. Just then, an incredibly unlucky breeze swirls between the windows of your tower bedroom, tugging the paper out of your hands, and off into the sky. You stick your head out the window to discover the poem caught and fluttering on the roof nearby. You can almost reach it. Ignore it. What's the worst that could happen? It blows off and someone reads it and laughs at you? That's better than breaking your neck. Definitely. And people will always laugh at you when you're trying to rule anything because you're the main person for people to project their fears and anxieties onto and their ridicule and blah blah. So who cares? Besides, if you're lucky, it will rain and wash the words away. And they probably wrote a whole lot more copies and they're probably out there singing songs about you, so what does one piece of paper matter? Right? Okay, now let's take a look at our mood. We need more willful, and we could use some cheerful as well. This is willful plus lonely. Where's lonely? Here. We could do that, I guess. You sneak out of the castle and have a little bit of fun. Hooray! We're having so much fun. Can we now do the thing? Nope, it's still not available. Okay, well, fine. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it here. Gonna go back to the The outfit, brooding. Oh, no, that's it. Done. Good. Let's stare at her for a moment. So, that was once again another Long Live the Queen. I'm surprised I'm still alive. I'm not really sure. I thought that this would be one of those games where you died like every other turn, or people would be trying to kill you every other turn. Maybe they have been, because I've seen a lot of failed tests going past. I haven't died yet, but who knows? You may have been infected with all types of weird parasites that are magical in nature. Who knows? Either way, we have the crystal now, and next time we'll study more lumen stuff, and hopefully we'll get more to the poisons and things, and the remedies, and more public speaking. Lots more of that. I want to say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment, share the video. Any of those things are fine and appreciated. If you want to do none of those things, that's fine as well. Understood. I will see you next time, and bye bye for now.